just close enough before he zoomed off again. And here we are on Foothill Boulevard, a major thoroughfare through this area, through Laverne, through all of these cities in that area, Claremont, and he is at going at high rates of this man is totally vulnerable to whatever happens to him if a car hits him when he's going through an intersection. If he runs into a car,
original want is for reckless driving, ran red lights, going at excess speeds of 100 miles per hour, even on the freeway. Local speeds at 80 miles per hour. Very dangerous. Very dangerous when going through those small, narrow residential roads that we thought that he might. Again, we don't know if this is a matter of one message, but here we go again.
And Susie, apparently this is called seat standing when this type of stunt is done by somebody on a motorcycle. I think it's pretty safe to say that right now this guy clearly has no problem taking serious chances. We are just documenting what he's doing while he leads the CHP on a pursuit. He was seat standing just a moment ago, and he's been doing that off and on throughout this pursuit since we've been watching.
Yeah, we just hold our breath every time he does that. Very bizarre behavior.
Yeah,
Pomona,
standing on the
Claremont right now, eastbound on Foothill Boulevard, along.
Continuing this pursuit. Again, though, it does not seem like that's going to happen. There is something. There is a couple of vehicles now. California Highway Patrol vehicles. They're pursuit vehicles getting behind those motorcycles. Obviously, probably having a little trouble keeping up with this pursuit. Back up into the hundreds out here, or 100 plus, and we keep going eastbound here on Foothill Boulevard. Well established. Going through it. Now, that was San Antonio was the cross right there, and he blew another red light, but you can see him kind of slowing down. And again, pretty much every time he gets through one of those lights, he knows that the officers will have to slow down a little bit there because they're not going to take those chances. And again, he'll speed up. Though I can tell you the two motorcycle officers, original one. It's just reckless driving. Again, right now he's just racking up more and more of these charges, gesturing to officers, looking behind him more than he's looking ahead of him, and then just kind of open up the throttle. And there he goes. Very dangerous for anybody on the ground as well. You did point out a motorcycle is a very vulnerable type of vehicle. Obviously, they don't have those protections. But again, that motorcycle probably weighing in excess of 1,000, probably right about 1,000 pounds. 900, maybe a little bit more. And again, that type of weight and this type of speed will do a lot of damage to a vehicle. Will, somebody in a car, it still could become very injured if that motorcycle hits them at those speeds. Looks like you might be taking a southbound on Grove now. We're taking a southbound turn on Grove. He was gesturing to some friends out there, possibly. Again, doing a little bit of showboating, standing up on that motorcycle, and not as much as he done before. But we're southbound on Grove. This will be taking us back into the Ontario area. 10 Freeway will be up here in a little bit. Not so familiar with this area. I don't know if they're...
In a case like this, obviously they can lay down spike strips and try the pit maneuver when it's a vehicle. What kind of options are out there, if any?
On the sidewalk there, officers from the California Highway Patrol taking him into custody without incident. Looks like he's complying very well. Again, on Ontario, right off of San Bernardino Avenue. In Ontario area, this pursuit's been going on for quite some time. We saw some crazy moments there with some It looks like they have one in custody is what I'm hearing, and we're seeing this as well live. Other motorcycles arriving out here, other officers arriving. Again, this pursuit over. Ontario area with one person in custody, nobody injured. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness to hear.
The police very obviously disappointed they didn't get to shoot him. Didn't get to shoot him.